Good morning. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Creaky, but doing, but doing all right.
Oh, hang on, creaky thing, man.
What's that?
You said creaky, right?
Yes, as with you, I'm working through, well, you're working through hip. I'm working through lower back. Ooh,
Yeah.
some days are better than others, boy, let me tell you. But I'm trying not to do the surgery route if I don't have to, and that's a little,
More good news.
What you
All
got?
right.
My son got a $7,000 Pell Grant,
Yay.
yay!
Wow.
Very
Can-
good.
and he qualifies for even
Huh?
more money.
Is that
So college will be free.
Is that
Yay.
Jamal?
Yay!
Excellent.
Is that Jamal?
Huh?
Jamal?
Jamal. Yes.
And where does he want to go?
Well, he wanted to go to Tennessee Tech. I'm not sure if he got in, but that's okay because the community college is 2 miles from my house. So he can go there for a year, get everything shored up, and then transfer. Like everything will transfer over.
Very good.
Nice. Very,
That's
very
great news, Bree.
It
Yeah,
really,
well, and his seizures have he's been in the hospital. So we're literally 2 miles from the hospital, from school, so he can stay at home, get his seizures under control, and then live on campus his sophomore year.
nice.
So everything worked out for a reason.
Yep.
Yes, it did. It always does. Congratulations.
So,
And there's a special place in my heart for Jamal anyway. So I'm really
Thank
happy.
you.
for you. This is true. So, all right, Liz, what do you got?
Let's see, what do I have? I don't know. Nothing horrible's happening, but nothing particularly.
Find something good.
Find something good. Okay, well, my sanity is in place this morning. It wasn't so yesterday, so I guess that's a good sign. My oldest son shared some life planning activity. He's finally clued us in on, so we'll see how that goes. And my youngest son made the tennis team.
Hey, that's
Yay.
great news.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
His first scrimmage is today. He does not want us spectating. So I don't know what that means, but but we'll take the win.
Yeah, exactly. So
You got to stand behind the bleachers.
That's what I'm gonna
Yes,
do.
yeah.
And I'm bring my binoculars.
Go in
round.
disguise.
I think he just gets nervous when we're there.
I used to not want Greg to ever hear me speak. I couldn't, it'd be like watching myself speak, which I do not want to do. And so I was like, don't go. And now I'm fine with it, but it took me a long time to get to the point where I'm like, okay, now you can actually watch. And I like it. It's fine. Yeah, in the beginning, I was like, don't come. Don't. And Greg does not like it if he is on stage speaking and I'm there. I'm like, when we first got together, I'm like, can I watch you? He's like, please, for God's sakes, don't. I was like, okay.
I have one more piece of good news, I think. I
What?
don't know if anyone's heard of this. Has anyone heard of ClickFunnels?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, not only do I know ClickFunnels, it was Mike Fisher and Colton who did it, and I'm working with Colton in a different capacity. So absolutely. And Groove CM is now the new website platform by the Mike guy who did ClickFunnels, sold it to Russo or something like that, who started Carta, has something to do with Go High Level, and now is Groove CM. So yes,
Okay,
look it
glad
up.
I asked, because yesterday when you were all talking about the one-page marketing plan, I have that book coming and I'm looking at that, but through my coaching certification program, there's a webinar today on ClickFunnels and a free offer being given. So I'm going to that to see what all the things about that is about, and kind of excited. So I'll share anything that seems interesting tomorrow.
That's very cool. And I would like to know some of that stuff. We're building out the funnels for the coaching for that class. And so and I've been asking some other companies like that, and it's so specialized that nobody wants to build it out. Well, they'll build it out for massive amounts of money. So I'm just trying to setting stuff aside until we get that funnel up, built, and it's completely fine. And then we'll switch over to the agent attraction funnel. And that everybody's got their fingers in that puppy. So that one will be an easier one to build. And
I'll definitely be in touch, because the gentleman doing it is Russell Brunson, the guy who who
That's-
Yeah.
started the whole thing.
Yep.
And yeah, he's giving away, has like a free, everything today is free through the training, and then he's giving away like
Can you send me over? I actually have time to do stuff today. Can you send me over a link to the training or registration or anything?
potentially, yes. I'm not sure if it's
Okay.
just for our coaching, group,
Oh, okay. Well,
or
if it is,
if it's
really good.
open to everyone. So I'll check it out and let you know.
Thank you.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Kimberly, what you got for good news? Can Kimberly talk today?
Yes, Kimberly can talk today. Hey, how are you?
We're good. How are you?
I'm great. Okay, so good news. What's today? Thursday. So
Mhm.
Tuesday, I joined with Smarty for the marketing.
Yeah, I love him. So he was one of the other
Yes.
people I talked to also about building out for. He's like, it's too specialized. So he's on my back burner also. And he's the guy who told me about ClickFunnels, Groove, CM, and all that kind of stuff. So what
Yeah.
it means.
Yes, I started Tuesday, but I didn't really dive into the training and everything until yesterday.
Mhm.
It's a lot. It's not as quick as he says it is, and it really requires a lot of, it requires his trainings are fast, but you really have to go in, like, pause and really, like, exactly do the work. You have to sign up for so many different platforms. So I don't think that the $199 fee is just gonna be final, because we had to sign up for like different things. One thing is like $50 a month, something else is like $20 a month. So
That's so when I
yeah.
talked to him, we talked about that. And he
Mhm.
talked to me about the Groove CM one. And because I said I'm leaning into Go High Level. The KV Core won't do what KV Core is amazing for
Mhm.
real estate. When you start trying to mold it into some other stuff, it's just not there. And
Yeah.
the flexibility is just not there. And that's fine, because it was never intended to do that. And I'm trying to hack the system to get it to do that. And some systems are easier hacked than, and hacked is a bad term, modified than others. But he told me, he's like, if you'll lean into Groove CM and really look into that. So David's on the team, and I are both looking into it to see if that's going to be an option that we want to go, because you don't need to pay the extra for Calendly. I don't need to pay the extra for Square, for payment processing. I don't need to pay the extra for all these other things that I currently am paying extra for. So it's,
Wait a minute. Wait.
it's a pricey, but it's a one-time, and I think it's like $3,000 or something like that, and then you're done. Minus website hosting, which you can pick up for really cheap. So I don't know, I'm not there yet though. That's after I get this funnel built out, which my guy that I'm working with said we'll have you completely built out within 3 months, easy. So
Can I ask you a question? When
sure.
you say have a funnel built out, what does that entail?
Oh, let's hang on to that for 1 second. I don't remember what the letter is for F, but we're going to pretend that's the letter for F so I can remember it. Because we'll go there in 1 second. Craig, take us
Yeah.
home with some good real estate news.
So I had a classmate reach out to me yesterday. She's living in Atlanta right now. She wants to move back, and she wants to purchase a home.
Yes.
So I'm getting her in touch with lenders, with a particular lender anyway. And Bree, I need the name of that program you were talking about, the no money down or whatever with FHA.
Yeah, Genoa.
Okay. And then, so that's my good news. With the one-page marketing plan, I'm still working on that. I'm tongue-tied this morning. I can't talk. So I'm getting my avatar built out. And
yeah.
there's a webinar. The author of the book is having a webinar March 8th for niching. So I signed up for that as well. So if anybody, want to do that, I can send the link or whatever.
Oh, I love this. I so believe in niching. I want to go back to the ClickFunnels thing. So I have to hold this up so I can make sure I so believe in niching down. I really believe that it makes your business explode. I believe in the very, very beginning, you don't know what it is that you like, but once you've been doing this for a little while, you just have a natural proclivity leaning one direction or another. And when you do, you should run that direction. You really should. Cool. All right. Anna, can you share any good news?
I can. Yes, ma'am. I got an offer accepted yesterday. Good morning, everyone. I miss you guys. It was a very, very lowball offer on behalf of my client. And I have to say, this is not the first time that I was like 1000% sure it's not going to fly. And I was proven wrong, which is really cool. So we got that offer accepted. Basically about $60K under ask, 60K under ask, plus several non-realty items that my clients absolutely had to have, because why not, right? And then what's it called? Yeah, just very, very good terms and seller concessions, which I was really stunned that they accepted us. But so that's good news. And then on one of my listings, I got a basically intermediary form of transaction that I got the green light to draft an offer for. So fingers crossed. It'll be a very quick close. So that's super exciting.
Oh, we love that too. Congratulations. We love that.
Thank you, love. It is a very, very, very low ball offer for my sellers. But I was surprised they took it, but they're very, very desperate and they really need the cash. And it's a bit of an intricate property that I think they should accept, because otherwise we'll have a lot of issues financing it if we were to miss out on a cash offer. So, yeah.
Good.
Nice. Very nice.
Thank you, my love.
So that reminds me really quickly, encourage your buyers just to make their offers. Just encourage them, just make your offer, because people are going to start you're going to start seeing more stuff accepted. And on your sellers, when they get a lowball offer, if they pull any of the I'm insulted or any of that stuff, look, this is just a starting point. This is what the market is telling us.
Right.
Usually the first thing you get is the best. Do not throw this in the garbage and throw this away. If nothing else, we counter and get them to counter. So, and not just a counter back at full price. That's like slapping somebody in the face. The market's telling us something. So we need to go and deal with what the market's telling us. So awesome. Okay, everybody, ClickFunnels with Kay. What do we got?
Well, I just don't understand what goes into it and how expensive it is and what you need, how to do funnels. Do you need one for buyers, one for sellers, one for commercial, I don't understand all that.
Does anyone want to dig into the concept of funnels first? Or kind of like what it is?
Wasn't it a marketing tool to draw and attract people into your, they call it your funnel, into your database so that you can work with them?
Craig,
I
I
know it's lead gen, but I don't understand how it works.
Okay, so think of a funnel shape like this. And the top of the funnel is some big broad thing that makes people go, hang on, I'm kind of interested in that. What is that? So it could be offering anything, usually something free, like a PDF or something of some sort in the very beginning. And then as they start to come into your funnel, now you've got their information. So now you've got a marketing database. So now you can start providing value and then working them through. So to find out who's interested in whatever it is that you ultimately want to sell, which you don't lead with. So for instance, for my class, I have an $899 class. I can put out there all day long, I have an $899 class, and I might get one or two people that are interested, but they don't know they need it yet. So in this case, I'm not going to really get anything, but if I'm talking to people and there's people are at different stages. There's people who are like, I needed this class. I don't care what it is. I have to have it now because I need it. So there's very few of those. And then the other group is like, I'm looking for something like this. I just don't know where it is. There's more of those, but not that many. but there's a whole huge group, and this is building out the avatar portion of it, that are like, I'm vaguely uneasy and I know something's wrong and there's a problem, but I really don't know what it is.
That's
And-
me.
And that group, there's a lot of. So they're the top of my funnel. And running my Facebook ads versus YouTube, on Facebook, I tend to get a more female avatar. On YouTube, I get a more male avatar of people who are interested in my stuff. But YouTube is something like 75% male and Facebook is more female. And I don't know what the stats are on Facebook. So that's normal to get that. But as I do the Facebook ads, which start to tell me what my avatar, my average person is, then I'm starting to kind of see the demographics come out of what my person is. So then it's putting out the top of the funnel and starting to just ask questions to, to see who's interested and to start to filter them through this funnel. And then, hey, I've got this free thing over here, and then I've got this thing over here of value. Are you interested in this? Can I ask you a few questions? Can you help me with da 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 da? And I start to filter them through to expose the fact that this is the issue that they have. And oh, by the way, I have an answer. So that's like a very broad, general thing. And yes, you would need a different funnel, I would think, for buyers and one for sellers, but you could start at the top of the funnel and then start to filter them through. Now, you just got what I know, but I'm not reading the book that Craig's reading, and I'm not with Smarty that Kimberly's doing. And I haven't done the work that, Bree and Liz and Anna and everybody else have probably done. So what do you guys have?
As far as what?
Funnels.
Oh, I don't have any funnels. I wanted to years ago when it was all the rage. I wanted to do it, but I didn't have the money to put out there to build a system.
So when you say system, you're talking like Facebook ads, perhaps going onto a landing page, from a landing page going to something free, from something free going to another offer that's maybe a mid-price offer, and then going to something all the way down to join my company, buy my product, use me as your real estate agent, whatever.
Yeah, well, at that time, you had to purchase through period. ClickFunnels was a subscription itself. It kind of built everything out through that, and it was kind of expensive at the time. So
people
yeah.
still sell that. I don't know what the price is of ClickFunnels, but I know people still sell packages for around $3,000 to $5,000 on a regular basis.
Gotcha.
Regular basis to build it all out. So I don't want to spend $3,000 to $5,000 either. So that's why I'm working with Joe. So I'm working with Joe, and that's his whole business premise, is he's sort of that step in between, getting to where you're there, getting to where you've got the marketing budget of 10 to 12K a month. And he's like, that's a big marketing budget. I'm underneath that on purpose to get you there. Although he does that also, he's doing something for the whole country of Finland, and I don't know what else, the state of New Jersey and something else. Like, he's got big projects, and then he's got something that he does with that. So
yeah, at that time I did the training, a webinar through Russell Brunson when he was coming out with the ClickFunnels and all of that stuff. I did those webinars. I bought his book, .com Secrets, and it was another one. He had 2 books at the time, so I grabbed both of those. Good information, but yeah, I just didn't have the money to put into it.
Yeah, I looked at it early on, but it was expensive and I didn't understand it, so I didn't do it. When you say build your avatar out, what does that mean?
Basically, your ideal customer.
Okay, it's another word for ideal customer. Okay.
Yeah, basically, and they even call it. I ran across another group of people that call it the persona.
Persona, yeah. That's another one. I'm looking for this thing. Kay, I cannot remember. Did you write for Gary's book?
No.
No.
Okay. So the reason why I asked, and I'm looking for it,
I have it, but I didn't write in it.
Okay, so there's a, here it is. Okay, I'll share this link. So this is an example of a funnel to when you've written in the book or a book. So this is an example of it. So if you, and by the way, you can cheat on the research part by signing up for somebody else's stuff. Have you ever signed up for someone's stuff? And then they immediately start sending you some emails and they're like, hey, look, click here for this free thing. And then when you do that, it's like, here's this cool thing. Here's email. Here's another cool thing. By the way, I have this offer if you want it. It's only $97 for this thing. And then you do that. And then it's email, more free thing. And then, oh, by the way, I have this other offer for something for $350. And you may or may not do that, but they step you up to their really big training package of, $5 grand or 10 grand or 30 grand or whatever it is. Have you ever experienced that?
Yes.
That's a funnel. That's exactly what it is. So if you want to do research, one way to do research to see who, if you wanted to do it on, say, agent attraction, there's some people that do agent attraction on a very high level inside of EXP. There's Mike Sherrard, Brent Gove. Oh gosh, Albie has some good stuff out there. Not Albie, the other guy, I don't have his name written down and I can't think of it off the top of my head. It's not Albie, it's not Kitchens, it's not Stasek, it's the other one, Michael Reese. All you do is sign up for their stuff and then just start saving what it is that they do, and you can see the funnel because that's what you're going through. You're going through it.
And
So.
Gina,
Yeah.
I just checked our invitation link for today. It's just for our coaching community, but I'll get the information and bring it back to the group in terms of what they're doing for either, free trials or memberships and stuff, and see how we can utilize some information in that space. Cause I don't fully understand it either. I'm trying to get a grasp on it because I think it's the way to go for lead gen.
Yeah.
So I'll circle back to you on that. But the other person I wanted to mention was a woman by the name of Amy Porterfield. Has anyone heard of her?
I know that name. Who is that?
Okay, she's on digital. She's a digital marketing person also. She didn't start there, but she's there now. She just put out a book and did a webinar on it called 2 Weeks Notice. And she talks about, making your jump into entrepreneurship, but she talks about how building a list is important and things you need to be doing in that space. She talks about the avatar and identifying, who your ideal customer or client is. And any information, I'm still pouring through some of the information she did this weekend on a free training that she offered. And I'll get that out to the group as soon as I, can get it all mapped out and into an email to you. But if you Google Amy Porterfield, she has a lot of good information in this space too.
Okay, thanks.
I don't know that I haven't dug in deep enough to see if she's doing or what she's doing with funnels per se. But in terms of the marketing stuff, she's all digital platform marketing. And the training she did last weekend was specifically on how to get your business launched as an entrepreneur. And she starts with that list, like make your list, do your email list. She formerly worked, you might have heard from her, Gina, because she formerly worked for Tony Robbins. That's the last person she worked for before she launched out on her own.
All right. Do you want updates from Amy? We'll worry about signing up with you later, Amy. But I put in some links. One is her book, and then the other one is just her website to kind of get so get some information in there. Very cool. All right. Anybody else have anything before we head out and I jump on to my next coaching call on here in a little bit?
I may not be on tomorrow's call, so I should let you know.
Okay. We'll miss you horribly. I hope
Keep
you're
us
doing
posted.
something fun. Yeah.
Going to check out a car. Maybe it's up near you. It's Georgetown.
Nice. Georgetown.
I'm sorry, Liz.
Okay.
Maryland.
I don't think I'm by a Georgetown. I can look. I don't think I'm
No.
by.
I'm by
Georgetown,
Georgetown. It's about an hour away.
Georgetown, DC?
Georgetown, Maryland. So yeah,
There you go.
Excellent. What kind of car? Just
Prius.
curious.
It's an old one, but
Excellent. Don't get a Volvo, I'll tell you that. Don't anyone get a Volvo.
I will tell you this, there's a very different, the original Prius drivers are very different than the I bought it used and now I'm a Prius driver. These are
Oh, well, I
crazy.
had a Prius in 2006. And
Did
that's,
you?
and I loved it.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
My cousin has one from 20, I want to say 10 or 11 and still going strong.
You know how you're not
He
supposed
loves
to hit
that
the
thing.
gas? You know how you're not supposed to hit the gas really hard?
Yeah.
That's why I would never have the car.
Oh yeah, I could see why it wouldn't fit for you, Gina. Not with the lovely one you're buzzing around in now.
I was the first person to squeal the tires on Greg's van thing. So let you know. And I had his mom with me. And she's like, what's that? And I'm like, oh, we squealed the tires.
Well, the problem is I still try to make it a truck. So,
Okay, that will be a problem.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. All
I'm
right,
still looking
guys.
for a good manual transmission myself. Anyway, I'm done. Good to see you people.
You can drive a manual? Okay, just
Oh
real
yeah,
quick.
I love a manual.
You
I
can
stopped
drive a
driving
manual.
when. Yeah,
Who else can drive
I
a
lo-
manual?
I love a
I
manual.
love them. I
Yes.
love them.
Hey, fun
Yeah.
fact,
Yes.
right? I started driving a manual when I was like
When you were what?
8 years old.
Holy moly.
Awesome.
Well, hang on.
Yeah.
Does the motorcycle count? Because my little motorcycle is manual.
Oh,
I mean,
so well,
yeah.
yeah. So I had a dirt bike too.
Did
And,
you?
yeah. So my cousin was in the army. He came from, he was overseas in Germany. He had one of those Volkswagen, the old Volkswagen station.
Mhm.
The bug.
Yep.
No, the station wagon.
Don't get about dragging.
Yeah.
No.
So my cousin would get in my granddad's car, which he's like 15 years older than me. And I would get into the Volkswagen and we would drive around the property. Right.
I love
That's
it.
cool.
So
So-
when I was underage, they would take me out, my aunts and all of the friends, and they would go out drinking, and I was severely underage. She's 13 years older than me, and I would be the one that would drive them home because they couldn't drive home. So the underage one, could not go out until I could get in the bars, which I wasn't allowed supposedly to get in anyway, but everybody knew that, I don't know, they just let me in anyway. And then when we would go places, we wanted to take all the motorbikes, I would ride the motorbike, and I was like 13, I mean, on the street, but we wanted to get all the bikes to the campsite or whatever. So it was like, okay, Gina's, so I had my full height. I had my full height at 12, and they were like, she's tall, put her on the bike. I was like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
So,
That was the advantage of living in the country.
exactly. I did
Yeah.
too. I grew up in a very, very, very rural area. Yeah. So it's cool. All right, you guys, have a fabulous day. I love seeing all your faces. Tomorrow we'll do some training on something. I'll figure out what it is, and it'll be cool because it always is. Because
Thank you guys. Have a good one.
Thanks
Bye,
a lot.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Glad
Yeah,
you
have a
make it
good
back
day.
safe, Kay.
Okay. I'll call you later, Liz.